Hello guys, Sean Fogarty here. Hope you guys are having a wonderful evening and doing all well out there and being safe. And today's video is on should Manchester City cash in on Raheem Sterling, because we bought him off Liverpool back in 2015-16 season. He started a little bit slow with missing a lot of easy chances. I don't think he's a clinicalist, to be fair. He's missed a lot of like big chances, like the Leon one in particular, and he never seems to turn up when he starts for City at Anfield. He's done quite well for England recently. He had a very good Euros, getting 3 goals in that tournament, and probably having his best tournament in an England shirt so far, in getting us to the final for the first time since 1966, where we went on to win it. With a striker in the team, I think he plays a lot better, and he gets a lot more goals and assists and creates a lot more chances and plays it the best to his ability. But with at City, because currently we don't have an out striker. Because when we had Aguero, that was when he was in his best time of his career in the 17-18 season, in the Centurion season, and the formidable season. He's been off it for the last 18 months, I'd say, to 2 years. Since the Joe Gomez thing, where he had the row with the England side with Joe Gomez, he hasn't been himself, and I think he tends to play better behind closed doors, because I think a lot of the City fans, I know there are a lot of City fans that, like me, that love him and support him, but there's a lot of City fans that are either racist or don't like him, or get on his back every time he has a bad game or misses a big chance. Because yes, he could do better on the one-on-one systems in the one-on-ones with the goalkeepers sometimes, and he could take some of the chances a bit better and be a bit more clinical at her. But I don't think some City fans would realise what a player that Sterling's been for us up until he's gone, in my opinion. Because I think when he plays on that right-hand side, which is his best position, but because Jesus is playing so well, he can't get in there at the moment, that's where he plays his best football, and that's why, and he's not as good as or as effective on that left-hand side. And I think he might have had a little falling out with Pep Guardiola as well, because he didn't really play him a lot so far this season, and towards the end of last season in the important games. I know he did play him in the Champions League final, but I think that was just to keep him happy, really, because he would have been really unhappy and probably would have left in the summer if he had got dropped that game. I think he pressed really well in the Liverpool game, because when he came on, I think he made a difference, even though he didn't really make a difference going forward that much, because I think we could have gone out and got a third goal when he could have hit it into the bottom hand corner. But I think he was just doing that because he didn't want to lose at least a draw from that game. I think we look better, we press them better, because Sterling, Bernardo and Jesus are the main pressers in that Manchester City team, and when we press, sides can't get out and out of their own half. Because he got 30 goals the season before last, and he had a great Centurion season, so he's got better since he's come to City a lot, and he's got better with dealing with the pressure as well, because I remember when he scored that penalty versus Chelsea in the Carabao Cup final, where we won it back to back. I don't think a couple of years before that he would have had the confidence to even step up and be in the running to take the penalty. So that takes confidence and courage to step up and put it into the top corner. He's won loads of trophies at Manchester City, and the stuff that he's done, in my opinion, the goals and the assists and the big goals. The biggest goal he would have got for City was the Tottenham one that got disallowed if that was given, and it wasn't disallowed, because we would have got to the semi-final, and it would have been in the latter stages of the game, last minute, pretty much nearly enough to last minute winner. I think we would have accepted an offer if a team did come in for him in the summer, maybe a Real Madrid or Barcelona. I think Liverpool or United could sign him in the Premier League or Arsenal, but I don't think he'd want to go to Arsenal, because that's a big downgrade from where he is now at the Manchester City. At the moment, he's in this Man City side. Yes, he might not be the first guaranteed starter, but I'd still take that if I was him, than go to Arsenal, because Arsenal won't win as many trophies as us, I can guarantee you. And he won't enjoy himself as much as he does at City. I think we brought in Grealish as his replacement. I know a lot of people thought that it was Grealish for Bernardo's replacement, but I actually think it was if someone came in for Sterling and accepted that, then they signed Grealish to replace him. But there's my thoughts on the Raheem Sterling wanting to leave or linked with a moves away from Manchester City. I would be really sad to see Raheem Sterling leave, because even though he has missed a lot of big chances for us, but he has also got a lot of big goals and a lot of big assists and big performances in a City shirt, and I really hope he stays, because it's like Bernardo. He might not be as skillful as like someone like Kevin De Bruyne, but he does tend to put 100% effort in his City shirt and want to win and do the best for the club and the fans. And yes, he might have been like wearing with a Real Madrid top on, maybe because that was just a little bit of a wind up and to get himself out there in the media. I hope he stays, and I hope if I think Jesus should actually move onto the left hand side, and then he should move back out onto the right, because I think that could actually work out, because that would put Jesus into the other side in the wing, which we know he's very good at, because he's good on the right hand side as well, and that would put Sterling back into his natural position. And I think if Harry Kane joined City this summer, I think you would have seen a much better Sterling as well, because that would have put a striker in the pitch, and then because you see them do so well together with Harry Kane and England in the Euros. And that's all from me today. Subscribe, like, share, and follow me on my Instagram and Twitter at Sean, the Big Man City fan, Sean Fogarty. And I posted my first video on my new channel, Sean Fogarty Everything Football. And if you just type that in, then you would see that, and it's just like a bit about it and like what it's going to be like. And go watch that and subscribe to that channel as well. Thank you guys for watching. Have a wonderful rest of your evening. We are 21 subscribers off 100 subscribers, so if you could help me get that as soon as possible, it'd be massively appreciated by myself and my family, and it'll put a smile on my face. And thanks for listening to this video. Enjoy the rest of your evening, wherever you are, or day, like if you're not in this country, if you're like somewhere across the world, like that's in the morning, like Australia or Melbourne or somewhere like that, India. Wherever you are, have a wonderful rest of your day or night, and stay safe out there. Goodbye. Have a good rest of your evening.